Good evening. John Swinney has been sworn in as Scotland's 7th First Minister. The SNP leader spent the afternoon putting together his top team as he tries to unite his party. A big promotion for Kate Forbes. She's now Deputy First Minister. However, that's the only change from the cabinet under Humza Yousaf. Our political correspondent Ewan Petrie has the day's events.
You swear that you will well and truly serve His Majesty King Charles in the office of First Minister of the Scottish Government.
John Swinney described this as an overwhelming moment.
Will you now sign the parchments?
With his family watching on, he was granted his official title of First Minister, as Scotland's most senior judge read the 3 oaths of office.
It is the privilege of my life, and I look forward to dedicating my future to serving the people of Scotland as I have done so for so many years, and to do that as First Minister.
Well, after the ceremony, John Swinney headed here to Bute House to continue the job of forming his government, and all eyes were on Kate Forbes after he'd promised her a significant role within his cabinet. Having opted not to run for the top job, the former Finance Secretary was first to arrive to learn exactly what that role would be.
We'll find out soon enough. See ya.
Within an hour, Forbes was named the new Deputy First Minister and will also be Economy Secretary. She replaces Shona Robison, who offered to step down as Deputy to make way and help reunite the party. Robison remains in Cabinet as Finance Secretary. For everyone else, it's as you were, in a Cabinet with a majority of women.
I've assembled a team which brings together the strength of the Scottish National Party to focus on the policy programme that I set out in my leadership proposal to the party, anchored in the centre-left of Scottish politics.
It's an enormous privilege, and I look forward to supporting the First Minister as he pursues the priorities of the Scottish people, eradicating poverty, ensuring economic growth and ultimately uniting the country behind the great opportunities of our day.
The new cabinet appointments will be formally approved in Parliament tomorrow.
This is Humza Yousaf's cabinet with a different figurehead. Kate Forbes said that continuity wouldn't cut it, but she's just joined a cabinet with continuity at its core. The same failed ministers of the Sturgeon and Yousaf era, and the same old independence obsession.
We will just see continued chaos at the heart of government. All of the faces, bar one round the table, remain exactly the same, and these are the people that have presided over chaos in government.
It isn't really about personalities. It's about policy and the direction of travel, and that is for the First Minister to set out. Every member of Cabinet will be bound by collective responsibility.
MSPs will get their first chance to grill the new First Minister tomorrow when John Swinney faces questions at Holyrood. Ewan Petrie, STV News.
A man's to stand trial charged with killing a father of 7 in Aberdeen. 46-year-old Derek Pearson allegedly attacked Stephen Johnson in the city's Carmelites Lane in March last year. Lawyers for Pearson pled not guilty to the culpable homicide charge at the High Court in Glasgow. Work has been halted at an overhead electricity line site in Shetland after a peat landslide. SSEN said the slip happened on a hill on a connection project between Upper Cairngord and the B9075. No one was injured. Work will resume when the damage has been assessed. The project to duel the A9 slipped down the list of government priorities after 2014, according to former First Minister Alex Salmond. Giving evidence to the Public Petitions Committee this morning, Mr Salmond said when he had been in office, the duelling of the route by 2025 was challenging but achievable. The inquiry is examining why the duelling project has been delayed by 10 years. Nicola McCally has the details.
A firm commitment to dueling the A9 was first made at a cabinet meeting at Inverness Townhouse in 2008. Alex Salmond was then First Minister, with John Swinney as Finance Minister. Today, Mr Salmond referenced the meeting as he gave evidence to the Public Petitions Committee, which is looking into why the pledge later made to duel the A9 by 2025 has now slipped a decade to 2035. Mr Salmond said the target had been challenging but achievable when he had left office in 2014, but felt it had not been a priority after that.
The excuses are pathetic. I think basically what you're talking about is priority, isn't it? I mean, politics is the language of priorities. So what you're left with is at some point after 2014, I suspect after 2016, when John Swinney stopped being finance minister, but I would hope that anyway. But certainly after 2014, I can give you evidence that other priorities became somehow more important.
A 42-year-old woman was killed in an accident on the road on Monday. Mr Salmond told the committee that safety had been the paramount reason behind the duelling pledge. And he said it was now a matter of honour to fulfil it.
It's a matter of principle, it's a matter of integrity, it's a matter of honour. And I'm sure that John will seek to redeem it as quickly as possible.
The Scottish Government recently announced plans to dual the route between Perth and Inverness by the end of 2035. Former First Minister Nicola Sturgeon is due to give evidence to the committee at the end of the month. Nicola McCally, STV News.
Now here's Philip with the weather forecast.
Expect clear blue seas, followed by prolonged periods of how on earth did they build that? TUI sponsors STV Weather.
Hello, good evening. Well, through the second half of this week, high pressure is building in across the country, helping to turn things fine, dry and bright as we head into the first half of the weekend, and it will also be feeling noticeably warmer. For this evening, however, it's a very cloudy night to come. We've got these frontal systems moving eastwards, bringing with it a band of rain. That becomes fairly widespread overnight, and along with that, we'll see the winds picking up strength, so it will be turning a bit breezier. It does mean it will be a mild night to come. Temperatures widely between 10 and 12 degrees Celsius. So looking ahead to tomorrow, a cloudy start to the day. That main band of rain will have cleared eastwards, and any patchy light rain and drizzle across the northwest will gradually fizzle out through the day. And it will be turning drier and brighter, particularly across central, southern and eastern parts. Temperatures reaching highs of 20 degrees Celsius for the likes of Aboyne. Now looking ahead to Friday, it will be a sunny and largely dry end to the week for many of us, thanks to that high pressure. And with our winds coming in from the south, that's helping to lift the temperatures. So we'll be seeing highs of around 20 degrees Celsius once again. Bye-bye.
TUI sponsors STV Weather.
That's all from the late news team here in Aberdeen. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.